All right, Nick, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've talked a little bit about your job and the work that you've been doing. So you're from California?
Yes.
Okay, and you live here in Daytona now?
Yep.
Okay, great. I was pretty impressed with your education. So you have your bachelor's degree,
Yes.
and what was your primary course of study?
Finance.
Okay, and you had some pretty big accolades, Dean's List.
Yep.
What is this? LMU scholarship. Well, tell me about that. What is that?
So that was a scholarship grant that I got. It's not like a full ride, but it was like a significant like scholarship that I got.
Was that for your grades?
High school. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, great. Advancement via individual determination MVP award. That sounds important. Tell me about that.
Yeah. I took a class called Avid in high school. That was like a college prep thing. So yeah, that was just. I think that was also like a grade related thing, just having good grades in high school.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then the California Scholarship Federation also. Very impressive. So you have a pretty good background in finance and admin, and you've got really great tenure. So you have been working for a company called Terra Petra. So Nick, tell me what Terra Petra does.
So it is an environmental engineering firm. So we basically have inspectors going out to a developer's construction site. So the developers hire us to go out and monitor the sites because there's state requirements for methane testing, things like that. So we basically do that. Go out there to like monitor the test of methane barriers, waterproof barriers, and that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at their website, environmental engineering.
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit off camera here. So your customers are the developers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And so what your part of the puzzle? Well, you've been with them for about 5 years now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you worked in office when you were in California, and then when you moved here, they let you go remote.
Yes.
Okay. And so now that you're remote, you were telling me about what you're researching. So why don't you go ahead and tell me about that? What are you looking for when you're looking for, I guess it would be your next customer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just marketing research. I go on this website, Urbanize LA. It's a listing of all the active construction sites going on in the city of LA. And I look at, like, I go into the article about so-and-so project. I look at who the developer is, and then go to like the developer website, and then look at who the director of development, like that type of a person would be ideal. Then I fill out a letterhead that I have formatted, put their company address in, and then basically just save that letter and send it back to our office in LA who then send out the letter.
Okay, and you send out a lot of letters. So
Yeah.
you were telling me about that. So are you using like a mail merge to do these letters?
No, I mean, it's a pretty honestly just basic old-fashioned way of just compiling it on Word, putting that in a Word folder, and then all at once printing out the letters, and then packaging them and mailing them out pretty much.
Mm-hmm. About how many letters are you sending out to how many different companies on average, maybe a week?
I mean, per week, probably like around 50 to 60 maybe.
Okay. And when you're not researching the companies and you're not doing the letters, and again, I don't know how long that takes, that process of the researching, but are there any other tasks that you're responsible doing?
Well, not currently that I'm remote now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's the research on a daily basis. Now, when you were in the office, what type of duties were you doing? What type of admin work were you doing?
Yeah, basically, pretty like, I mean, it was mostly like, if it wasn't the marketing, it was mostly like ad hoc just tasks that we'd have it, like if we had there's been a few times where for whatever reason we were like, just this emergency popped up where like we needed to send out a lot of documents. So I'm basically there for that. If we need like any just extra manpower, like sending out documents or relaying documents. Yeah, so
Lots of admin
basically just
work.
helping out.
Are you working
Yeah.
typically in Microsoft Word?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. How about Excel?
Yeah, occasionally Excel.
Okay. When you're talking about your level of Excel, are you more data entry in that experience, or do you know how to create things in Excel, like create workbooks and worksheets and such? And there's no wrong answer.
Mostly data entry. I
Okay.
think maybe I've probably done that once or twice, but mostly just dealing with the like numbers on there.
Okay. And we'll do the Excel assessment to kind of see where your skill set lies, because we're looking for I would say intermediate level experience. We're looking for someone, that can go in and maybe some calculations and, do some basic formatting. And if you've been using it for quite some time, which I'm assuming you've used it in college too, with your finance degree.
Yeah.
On creating things. So you might be a little bit more advanced than you think.
Yeah.
But we'll be able to determine that more so from the spreadsheet. So now, from what I understand, you've been working remote. So now you're looking to go back into the office, something here locally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Well, Nick, and now have you ever worked on phones, answering calls, making inbound calls, outbound calls? Has that ever been part of your job?
No, not really. No.
Okay, so more data entry would be, or data analyzation, and more behind the scenes would probably be a better fit for you, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, great. All right, well, I'm going to hang up now. So don't go anywhere. We got a few more things to talk about.
Okay, gotcha.